God bless you all. Miss Florida says, God bless you all this beautiful year that I'm going to reign. Thank you, and you're welcome.
All right, thank you. Stephanie, and I am here in the backstage of the Palace. I have to say that I am super thrilled to be in the den of drag here in Miami Beach. It is incredible back here. All the ladies are currently getting ready, and we are about to begin an interview with Tiffany Fantasia herself. Only love here on my channel, so make sure that any of the comments are only love, because that's what we're spreading. And here we go. Today we are going to be talking to Tiffany Fantasia of South Beach here in Miami, Florida.
What's T-Tunas?
Hey y'all, and so we're going to be doing a Q&A session with Tiffany today. This is the finished look. We're going to catch her while she is getting ready in all her glory. Ooh. We're going to transform from Henry to Tiffany. And
are you just going to get a legal name right off the bat?
No. We're going to do Tiffany be Henry.
I interview you, but I'm put all your business out there.
All the business. Okay. I didn't use your last name. Don't worry about it. Y'all don't Google her. Don't nothing. No, y'all need to Google Tiffany Fantasia. Come check her out. She is amazing. We're going to do a little footage. Get some clips of her performances tonight. She is amazing. She is going to be the host tonight of the Palace Drag Show evening show. Is that right?
Yes.
And what do we have in store for the audience today?
A whole lot of bullshit.
That's right. A whole lot of bullshit. Amazing bullshit, because Tiffany is a wonderful performer. And I hope y'all ready for this. So please stay tuned if you want to learn a little bit more. Q&A with Tiffany Fantasia and Stephanie here at Touching Corners. Hey!
Touch them corners. I look at myself and look at them at the same time. That's kind of hard.
All right, Tiffany. First question is, did you always know you wanted to be a female impersonator / drag queen?
Hell no.
What did you think you were going to be?
I was going to be a singer, honey. An R&B singer. Touring the world. Making albums and dancing, doing my thing, girl. That's what I was going to be. Or that's what I thought I was going to be.
It's not too late.
Girl.
That's part of the purpose of my channel, is to show people they can do whatever they want, whenever they want. They just need the initiative to do so.
Well, I mean, yeah, making music can happen for sure, but outside of that, I mean, it's rather difficult at this point.
How did you learn to put on makeup?
Mostly watching other girls.
Other girls, other drag queens?
Yeah, other drag queens. I would like wait in the dressing room and hope that somebody needs to do their makeup in the dressing room, and then I would try to catch whatever tips I could get from watching them do their face, because they wouldn't tell me anything.
Is it like a closely kept secret? You're not supposed to share your tips and tricks?
It was mainly shady girls.
Is there a lot of that in the industry?
Girl, of course there are. That's all it is. Shade.
Oh no. We're supposed to be lifting each other up, building, being better people.
That's nice. This is a competition and people trying to feed themselves.
Okay. Alright. So it's survival of the fittest out here.
Exactly. Just like any other industry, this is no different.
Tell me about how old were you more or less when you first decided to do the female impersonation drag queen act? Or lifestyle, rather.
Act.
I know, act.
Because this is for performance use only.
Yes.
I was 22, 23. I'm not good with dates. I just remember Beyonce Crazy in Love was the single all the girls wanted to do when I came out to do drag. As far as the show. Back in high school, I did it one time for a charity.
And so how did your friends and family react to your career choice?
Everybody, friends were fascinated once they found out that I was doing it. Family kind of found out on their own. It was like the second closet. With my family, we really don't even talk about that type of stuff.
Even now?
A little more now, but I never talked about it with my parents. It was like the elephant in the room.
How do you feel when you're performing, when you're out there?
I wrap myself up in the music, so I become one with the lyrics, and I'm going through the same emotions as that singer is going through, basically.
That's really beautiful. So if it's a happy song, you're feeling happy. If it's a sad song, you're feeling a little sad. But you're in it.
Yes.
And how do you think it makes the audience feel?
They get wrapped into it too. So it works for all.
I know for me, drag is so incredible because the way that the costumes come together and the makeup and the extraness, like it's so out of the ordinary for day-to-day life. I mean, for me, sometimes I feel like day-to-day life can be a little boring, and y'all just take it to the next level all the time. Is that exhausting for you?
It's very exhausting. I mean, I would... It's difficult because part of me would like to just be and blend in. I don't care for loud crowds and all that kind of stuff.
That is so ironic considering what you do.
Exactly. Girl, you loud! Still love you. But I'm more to myself, and I hang out with people for a minute, but then I'm like, okay, good, I can go. But it is what it is, and I'm good in the moment, but then as soon as it's done, I want to just relax and chill and disappear.
Did you say that you make pretty good money as a drag queen?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's my livelihood. I've done well. I've gotten to a point where I can do well. I'm very fortunate in that sense, you know, because I paid my dues. I started off, you know, working for free for a long time, and you know, you pay your dues, you get your name out there, and you stop having to call people, and they're calling you. You know, but it takes a long time to get to that point. It doesn't happen overnight, and I think that's the biggest mistake a lot of the new girls make. They think, oh, I'm a drag queen, book me. No, baby, it don't work that way. You gotta earn those bookings. Don't just come because I'm not gonna be booking no girl and then they quit drag 3 months later. Bitch, you wasted my time.
Ooh, okay.
I'd rather book the girl who's been in it for a few years, who's serious about this shit, who's serious about making a career out of this shit, and ain't gonna stop no matter what another bitch tells them, because they're gonna be around and I can book them again in the future.
That is awesome. And one of my favorite things you just said is about literally working your way up, and it doesn't come easy. So regardless, you got to start from the bottom, and then now we're here eventually, right?
Exactly.
Are there some things about the profession that you don't like, and if so, what are they?
I don't like the stereotypes that come with it.
Like what?
The drugs and mainly the drugs, because I don't do it, and I don't shame anybody who does, but don't assume because I'm a drag queen I sell drugs and or do them. I think that's very bad. Don't think that because I dress as a woman as a living that I want to be one, because I have no intentions of doing. It's not my thing, you know. I respect women, I love women. I'm not transgendered. I never felt I was in the wrong body. This is just art to me.
That's amazing.
And you know, for other people it's something different, you know, but for me in my house it's just art, and I'm having fun. I'm, you know, taking care of people. I'm doing amazing things with what I'm doing. So that's it. I'm an average Joe Smo that wants to play some video games, eat McDonald's, and travel every now and then.
I love you, Henry. So, I mean, and not to blow smoke, along those lines, you, to me, I'm interviewing you because I think you're super talented. You are a comedian. You are a singer. You are an entertainer with the dance. You are a choreographer, an artist. I'm just gonna go ahead and go through the lines. Yes, with all the dance moves that you do.
Girl,
I would say you
by
were.
the grace of God.
No, I would.
By the grace of God, them dance moves, trust and believe. Those are house party dance moves, child. There ain't no choreographed. Girl, bye.
I would also say that you are an acrobat with those drops and those kicks and all of the above.
I can kick and drop. Don't ask me for no splits, flips, or nothing else like that, girl. And hospital, no ma'am.
So how would you say that you is it something that you worked up to and built, or is it something you've always been good at as a child? You've been funny, you've been how would you say you came to that?
It's something that was always in me. I love to go to like the school dance, and I'd be the first one on the dance floor. I didn't care, and I would dance my ass off. I love to dance. I love to sing. I singing choirs and stuff. Like I said, I wanted to be a singer growing up. And the funny part, I guess life kind of made that happen. I would say maybe around high school is when I started to become funny. I was like, oh, I can make you laugh. Okay, that's nice. But yeah, it kind of all naturally happened, and I just take those to the next degree, And I've studied in all areas that I talked about. Not heavy where I have a degree or anything, but I've taken classes here and there, and periodically, like I've taken comedy classes, dancing classes, singing classes, all that type of stuff. So, because you have to learn and grow if you're truly serious about your art.
You actually studied your craft. You didn't just walk in here and say, this is what I am, this is what I'm doing. You actually went to classes. Would you say that's the norm for all the girls?
No. Well, I was studying jazz voice in college, and I did a little bit of musical theater. So I'd already taken some dance classes and stuff like that before I started doing drag. Others, some of them, maybe they did something in high school, some not. You can tell the difference easy.
Really?
From a mile away. Somebody who's done something, like whether high school level, college, whatever, artistically, and the ones who have not, because usually those just walk back and forth and do absolutely nothing. I can't dance like it. Baby, a lot of people can't dance, but you can move. Anybody can move. It don't take much to move. So all you gotta want to beat and shake it. Give them a little something, child. And that's the mark of a true entertainer, whether you're lacking in a field or not. Okay, well, I can make up for it this way. I'm still in the field, but I can't go that far, so let me go and do this.
Okay.
So you notice.
You notice the difference.
Yeah. From a mile away. And every drag queen isn't perfected in all areas. There's some that are perfected in dancing, some that are perfected in singing, some perfected in comedy. And that's the great thing about drag. You're not limited to one thing. The thing is, your one thing can limit you.
Ooh, okay.
If you're not well-rounded, if you want to be a book entertainer all over, you have to be a well-rounded individual as far as it's concerned, because every club isn't looking for one type of drag, and if you don't have what they need, they're not going to book you.
So how long would you say it takes you to put on your makeup on average?
I'd say about 40 minutes.
40 minutes?
Yeah.
And would you take off your makeup between shows, or you
No.
just no, right? Because it takes too long to do.
Bitch, I never leave. Y'all be like, where Tiffany at? She doing her makeup again.
And with regards to your outfits, I know you have some extravagant outfits, and I know you can see a little bit there behind on the wall there to the left of you, some of the extravagant outfits that some of the drag queens put on. How do you, one, finance these outfits? Do you pay for them yourself? And two, do you build them yourself? Like, how is it that, and how do you come up with the ideas for them?
Well, that's a lot of questions.
Oh, I know, right?
Number one, I pay for mine. When I started, some were given to me. Like, after a while and I got to a certain level, some girls said, oh, well, they had like a similar size, so they would give me some of their old clothes. But I've got to a point now where I buy them, I have them made. For me, usually a song or a theme is an inspiration. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do such and such song. I want to be leaves or water, blah 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 blah. You know, or I have a special event and it has a theme. So then you get an outfit made out of that theme, and you say, well, how do I want to do it? What do I want to do? And I take it to somebody to have it executed properly, because I don't want to poorly execute a damn thing. And as long as I've been in this industry, when it comes to like especially a private gig, I really want to make sure that the client is happy, so I make sure I go to somebody who can execute it well.
So one of the most important questions is, your stage name is Tiffany Fantasia. How did you come up with the name Tiffany Fantasia?
Well, the Tiffany was given to me, and by the first person who did my makeup, Brandy, and the Fantasia part came like when Fantasia Barrino was doing her thing.
Oh, yes.
And they were like, oh, you look like Fantasia, you look like Fantasia, you look like Fantasia. And I said, okay, I guess I do. And I took the last name. I took her first name as my last.
That is awesome. It works so well. It flows super well. And I guess my next question, well, I have two more questions. I realize I have one more question. I know, right? See, that's what happens. So my next question is, so drag queens have a, I would say, bigger body type, obviously, because you're men impersonating women.
Some do, some don't.
Right. But you do. How tall are you? Very tall. And so I'm a big girl, obviously. So where can you recommend that some of us big girls pick up some of your fabulous clothing? Because sometimes I'm like, damn, where'd you get that outfit? I want it.
Well, you know, it's a hunt. And big girls are much luckier than they were 10, 15 years ago,
yes,
as far as clothing. Because the fashion industry has finally come to accept, well, baby, there's a lot of large girls, and they want to look cute, too.
That's right. They don't want to just put us in moo-moos all the time.
Exactly. So, I mean, I can go to Macy's and find something in the plus size section. There's a website I used to go to called Fashion to Figure. Now Lane Bryant owns them, so I haven't seen the new stuff yet. But you can get cheap stuff on that website for plus size girls. It's only plus size girls. 1, 2, 3X.
That's what I'm saying, because when you go plus size shopping, the prices are astronomical. They think just because we're bigger, we're supposed to pay a bigger price tag.
Well, big or small, they can be astronomical depending on who you're going to and where you at. So, but you can find it if you really search for it. There's a lot of online stores that cater to plus size girls. So it's just a matter of what you're looking for, what you need, and you'll find it.
And what about for shoes?
For shoes, Payless is my best friend.
Yes, Payless. Yes, Payless.
Surprisingly, depending on your shoe size, you go to Nordstrom or Macy's.
Yes.
What you do is they have a thing called uppers and downers. You take your behind to a salesman and say, I want to see your uppers in the back. They're never on display. They're in the back, so you have to request it. So, and they will pull out them size 12s and 11s and maybe a 13 if you're lucky.
Yes.
So, get it in.
The last question I have, last but not least, because I may have another question for you later, is what would you say to my viewers right now that are out here watching you and are interested in what you do, or just kind of, you're wise, you got that experience under your belt. Like, what would you say to the kids out there that are just trying to make it in this world, trying to figure out what they want to do with their lives, adults who are not happy in their current life and just want a new route?
Get out. It's that simple. This is one of the biggest mistakes humans make. We sit here and put ourselves in positions because of what somebody else said or what somebody else thinks, knowing damn well we're not happy doing that, whatever that is in life for you. And if you have it in your soul and you know every time that you do a certain thing, whether it be dealing with mathematics, whether it be trying to sell somebody something, if you know that that's your strong point, go with that and find your best life using your strengths and what brings you joy. I think that's the biggest mistakes people make. Oh, I wish I could have done this. Oh, I wish I could have done that. Bitch, you could have done it, but you didn't. You decided not to use your talent for $1. That's the biggest one. And for you YouTube people, because I know y'all love to read the shit out of me, let me let y'all know right now, this is not the end all be all. No. This orange will change and fade and blend in, and it's gonna look right. So don't you sit here and get on that computer making them stupid ass comments that I already know some of y'all gonna make. Ooh, doesn't she look crazy? Oh, no, bitch, I know what the fuck I'm doing. When it's done, it's gonna be right. Just like them white girls be looking like Snow White, I look like a burnt bitch. So I know what's happening.
That is baking, that is contouring, that is all of the above. So
blend it in, it's gonna be right.
Blend, 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 blend. So along those lines, we're gonna cut it for now. Tiffany's gonna put on a fantastic show for y'all in just a minute. So go ahead and stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tiffany Fantasia. I'll be your host for this lovely Saturday. Rule number 1, get the hell out of the way. We are big old women from Wakanda. And we are not from Wakanda. Rule number 2, which is my favorite rule of them all, is to drink, and have a whole lot of fun, because it's nothing but a party. Can I get an amen? You have to have faith in the alcohol. Ladies and gentlemen, had it not been for alcohol, there was plenty of men I would have never been able to sleep with. So I thank God for alcohol every day of my life, and so should you. But whatever you do, please, do not get white girl wasted. Yes, I'm looking at the whole table. Do not get white girl wasted. It's not the look of the season. We do not need to see you on Facebook going viral for the wrong reasons. And you don't need to be white or a girl to get white girl wasted in those no boundaries.